honestly, I believe they knew exactly what was going on when all of these people was coming in and the same thing just kept happening. Come on now. All right, y'all. So this seems to be happening more and more often. This is Shauna, and I'm officially checking in over here at Moments with Us. Y'all check in, check in, check in. Let us know where you are watching from and how you are doing. And as usual, I'm checking in over here in New Jersey. So, drinking water in 8 Minnesota counties found to have unsafe levels of nitrate, y'all. So thousands of Minnesotans could be drinking contaminated water. Yes, we've done mentioned contaminated water about a few times over here at Moments with Us, y'all. So the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency determined this only last week. So the EPA says it received a Safe Drinking Water Act emergency petition regarding the southeast coast region of Minnesota in April, y'all, claiming nitrate contamination in public water systems and underground sources of drinking water or private wells. And even private wells, y'all. So the Minnesota Center for Environmental Agency and other community organizations said the contamination is causing an imminent and substantial threat to the public health, y'all. So it is causing imminent and substantial threat. It's threat, y'all, to the public health. So on November 3rd, the EPA decided further action is needed from the state to protect public health and requested that Minnesota develop a plan to provide education, outreach, and alternative drinking water to residents affected by the contaminated water. So they're saying that the state have 30 days to respond to the request with a timeline for the work plan and other actions outlined by the agency. The work plan must address how Minnesota will identify, contact, test drinking water, and offer alternative water to all impacted persons in the region. So the EPA estimates that more than 9,000 residents were or are still at risk of consuming water at or above the maximum contaminant level for nitrate. Or at still, yes, move faster. That's 9,000 people there. And who knows if it's really just 9,000 people? Y'all know these numbers be wrong. Come on. Put a move on it. This was back in what? Let's see. If I'm not mistaken, that thing said April. Let's see. Yes. Yes. The EPA say it received a Safe Drinking Water Act emergency petition regarding the southeast coast region of Minnesota in April. And more than possibly 9,000 people are still at risk. I'm telling y'all, the water. Pay attention to your water. Pay attention to the water. If you can get your own test kits and get your water tested, test your water. Not everyone are going to install, the filters that go under the sink or whatever the case may be. Some of us are renters. Like I said, you shower, you bathe. I installed these little, what do you call it? The shower head filters, and I'm just hoping that works right. You bathe, you brush your teeth. We use like the bottled water, but still, you don't know. It's something about the water. You really just don't know. Man, that water's under attack, and I'm gonna say it just like that. The water, yeah, gotta control it, right? We need the water, right? You need water to survive. That thing even said, well water have been contaminated. The Minnesota Pollution Control Agency says that porous geology makes the area uniquely. All right, so the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency says that porous geology makes the area uniquely susceptible to groundwater contamination produced by agricultural runoff, wastewater, and faulty septic systems, especially as extreme weather events, just talked about the weather, brought on by climate change, continue to put additional pressure on groundwater resources. All right, so the Karst region consists of Dodge, Fillmore, Goodhue, Houston, Mower, Olmsted, Wabasha, and Winona, something like that. So those are the 8 counties that's impacted right now by this water contamination. And y'all, don't drink that water. Pay attention. If y'all have to go to the city council yourselves, go, because this is really unacceptable. This has been going on since April. Come on. It's just quite ridiculous. So definitely, 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 this is not the last report on water contamination, because the contamination of water is spreading so fast. I mentioned that we received a letter about the lead, the amount of lead that's in our water in my parts of New Jersey. It's ridiculous, but they claim that they're working on it to get it fixed. That's what they're saying. So we gonna see what happens. They saying it's because of the pipes. After over time, the corrosion in the pipes, is causing a lot of lead. They have definitely been working around here, and they're saying that they're definitely working on the pipes.
Cancer. It's been killing people living in the 5th Ward Cashmere Gardens at disproportionate rates, and that's according to a state study. It's happening near a contaminated old rail facility.
Well, now the EPA is investigating whether the two are in fact connected. And if so, what's next? ABC 13 Shannon Ryan joining us live off of Liberty Road. And Shannon, day one of the investigation, huh?
Yeah, of an investigation that is expected to last months. Today they were just laying the groundwork for testing. They're trying to figure out if these chemicals are vaporizing and if they're also in the soil. Drilling wells, placing equipment.
We will not shut up. We will not be silenced.
Joetta Stevenson just hopes they get to the bottom of it.
I want people to know that this community is no longer the path of least resistance.
This is the first day of what will be a 6 to 8 month long investigation into what's making Stevenson and her neighbors sick.
You murdered these people.
A Texas Department of Health and Human Services study found people were dying of cancer at a disproportionate rate in this 5th Ward Cashmere Gardens neighborhood.
Do you have the breast cancer gene in your family?
No. It does not run in my family.
Yet Stevenson has had it twice.
Devastating. It changed my entire life, my whole existence. It was so devastating to me as a person, physically and emotionally and financially.
Her neighborhood sits near an old Southern, now Union Pacific Railroad facility once used to treat wood with creosote, a cancer-causing chemical. This winter, the Environmental Protection Agency entered into a legally binding agreement requiring the railroad, under their supervision, to investigate the contamination's public health impacts. This is day one. By close, they hope to make a determination on cleanup.
Because you're not being accountable of your actions. So this is their fault. And until I die, that's what I'm going to keep saying. This is their fault. And they know this.
City and county officials have both told us that these results will determine future legal action. In the interim, the city has set aside $5 million to relocate residents living in this neighborhood who want to move.
At this point, start to get them people up out of there who want to move, who wouldn't choose to move. Are they really going to fix the problem? How long is it going to take? Anyhow, y'all, this is Shauna, and I'm officially checking out from Moments with Us. Some of the articles that I come across, y'all, it just be like, I don't know if you need to put the pieces together in this puzzle because there's an obvious answer. Just, y'all get it right. Anyhow, y'all, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. If you are new here and you enjoyed today's video, report. Hopefully you would subscribe. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. You all stay prepped, stay blessed, stay safe. Most of all, remain beautiful queens and kings. Until next time, y'all, I'm up out of here. Peace.